Evening, minor league baseball fans. Welcome back to Minor League Baseball, the show. It is our first game of this 4-game set between the visiting Midland Rockhounds and your San Antonio Missions. Well, a happy Father's Day to all that are watching this game. We hope you guys are enjoying the day today, and most likely it is going to be a good one. Tomorrow the series goes on at 11 o'clock game for Children Awareness Day. Now y'all don't want to miss this game because it is going to be the best game ever. Tuesday we continue the series with Game 3 with the Midland Rockhounds. And Tuesday night, we round out the series after that. The visiting Corpus Christi Hooks will come on Wednesday. So we greet them to Oak Street Park for a 4-game set. And most likely, we're good from there. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also follow the San Antonio Missions all season long with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. You can download that on any smartphone. And now let's get ready for your Father's Day starting lineups. First for the visiting Midland Rockhounds. Leading off and playing in designator, Tom Chang. Chang, the DH. Wally Lockhart will be the right fielder as he'll bat second for Midland. Lockhart at right. Wesley Davis will be the third baseman as he'll bat third for the Rockhounds. Davis at third. Jonathan Santiago will be the fourth batting for Midland. Santiago at first. Steve Lombardozzi will be batting fifth for the Rockhounds. Lombardozzi at second. Carlos Dorta will be the catcher for the Midland Rockhounds. Dorta at catching. Paul Romero will be the center fielder as he'll bat seventh for the Rockhounds. Romero at center. Left fielder Greg Aldred will be the left field as he'll bat eighth for Midland. Aldred at left. Shortstop Robert Pugh will be the batting ninth for the Rockhounds and rounding out the batting order. Pug, the short. And on the mound for Midland, Brett Anderson. Anderson, tonight's Midland's pitcher. And now here's the starting lineup for your San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in second, John Worth. Worth at second. Angel Rosales will be the center fielder as he'll bat second for San Antonio. Rosales at center. Batting third for San Antonio, left fielder Carmen Castilla. Castilla at left. Alan Cordoba will be the designated hitter as he'll bat fourth for San Antonio. Cordoba, the DH. Freddie Nunez will be the catcher for San Antonio. Nunez catching. Batting sixth and third baseman Sean Spain. Spain at third. Harmon Schultz will be the right fielder as he'll bat seventh for the Missions. Schultz at right. John Gonzalez will be batting eighth for San Antonio. Gonzalez at first. And batting ninth, rounding out the batting order for San Antonio, shortstop Felix Balladares. Balladares as short. Worth, Rosales, Castilla will be your first lead on three. Cordoba, Nunez, Spain will be your middle three. Schultz, Gonzalez, and Balladares round out the batting order for the San Antonio Missions tonight. And on the mound for San Antonio, Kevin Alvarez. Alvarez, tonight's mission's pitcher, and there is your starting lineups.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Kevin Alvarez, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping in, Tom Chang. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Designated hitter, Tom.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Worth stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
So stepping in, Wally Lockhart. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. One out, nobody on. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Alvarez has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. A ball and 2 strikes now. Count still at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third baseman, Wesley.
Digging in, Wesley Davis. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Brett Anderson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Striding into the box, John Worth. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson.
Worth.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring them in order.
Standing in now, Angel Rosales as he grounds one briskly to short. Lombardozzi on to first, and they get them both. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Stepping up to the plate, Carmen Castilla, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Alan Cordoba hits next as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Reined in. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. While the throw pulls him off the bag. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Stepping in now, Sean Spain. Now a fly ball, right center field. Nobody's going to catch up with this one. It's going to get down for extra bases. 1 run is scored.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
In now, Harmon Schultz. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And this ought to play a couple as this falls down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Into the box now, John Gonzalez, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Standing in now, Felix Balladares as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Missions lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Santiago, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field, and that is off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasted this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Into the box, Steve Lombardozzi. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Santiago leads off second with nobody out. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. High and deep down the left field line. Castilla sprinting after it on the warning track. He makes the catch. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
Carlos Dorta is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Paul Romero, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Worth. He reached on a single in his first try.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand cannon.
Ready for another chance, Angel Rosales. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Taken high and deep to right. Lockhart going back on it to the track. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 23, Carmen Castilla.
Striding in, Carmen Castilla. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box now, Alan Cordoba. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Greg Eldred, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To short. Baladares fields it cleanly. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
A high fastball is in there. Eldred on at first, nobody out. Outside, 2-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tom Chang. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set, now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Popped him up. Worth ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Wally.
Digging in to try it again, Wally Lockhart. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Runners on the move for second. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Spain has got it, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Freddie Nunez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the third inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive, and early going, the first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the third.
In now, Sean Spain. Short, hit hard. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Standing in now, Harmon Schultz. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That's in there, base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, John Gonzalez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit, 1 run scores, and the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the 1 here.
Now batting, shortstop.
Stepping into the box, Felix Baladares. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Row, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Into the box now, John Worth. He swings and grounds it to short. What a flip for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
In now, Angel Rosales. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they push this lead up to 9 now.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and that's going to be the end now for Brett Anderson. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Mike Flint is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Carmen Castilla.
Castillo.
And he puts it on the ground to second. Lombardozzi is there. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the top of inning number 4. San Antonio's out in front, 9-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Wesley Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball foul down the left side. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Castilla is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jonathan Santiago.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Santiago. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. One and two now.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. Castilla is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box, Steve Lombardozzi, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Digging in once again, Alan Cordoba. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Designated hitter, Alan Cordoba.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Digging in and looking for more, Freddie Nunez. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Into the box now, Sean Spain.
Nope, that's foul.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1. On a line to shortstop. but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, right fielder, Harmon Schultz.
Ready once again, Harmon Schultz. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's set. Here it comes. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Missions lead it 9-0. Now to the plate, Carlos Dorta, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Paul Romero. As he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
Got it. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Standing in, Greg Eldred. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 2-0 now. Two and 1 now. Popped him up. Gonzalez is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 9-0. Ready for another shot now, John Gonzalez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Gonzalez.
First pitch on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The windup and the 0-1. Soft liner towards short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
In now, Felix Valladares as he puts it on the ground to third. He's got it. Bombardozzi, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing to left center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box, Angel Rosales. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left, his second of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Carmen Castilla. As he rips it on the ground to second. Lombardozzi scoops it up, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Alan Cordoba.
Alan Cordoba hits next. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Lombardozzi comes up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. 5 innings complete. The Missions lead it 12-0. Digging in to try it again, Robert Hugh. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
That's why there's no justice in this game. Pitcher executes a perfect fastball inside, jams him, beats him, steals his wallet, and he's still able to get a knock.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Behind 0-2 now. Hugh aboard here at first with nobody out. The next 0-2. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, right fielder, Wally Lockhart.
Striding in once again, Wally Lockhart has a look. Now the pitch. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Rosales moves over. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Ready for another shot now. Wesley Davis, third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
1-1 to count. Runners are at the corners with one man out. On the ground to third. To second for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on the show right after this. Digging in and looking for more, Freddie Nunez.
Catcher, Freddie Nunez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. Davis has it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Sean Spain.
Digging in once again, Sean Spain. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Ready once again, Harmon Schultz. First delivery to him on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. And that misses, 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So coming to the plate, Jonathan Santiago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi. As he sends it on the ground to first. Gonzalez loves it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Dorta. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
The 0-2 delivery. And it's fouled away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready for another chance? John Gonzalez. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
First baseman, John.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Lockhart. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Felix Valadares.
Ready now, Felix Valadares. First pitch coming, here it is. Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Second baseman, John Worth.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go John Worth. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. Romero is there, and that ends the inning. So digging in now, Paul Romero. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Drives it the other way to deep right. Schultz ranging back, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. Romero takes the turn at third. He wants it all, and he's safe at the plate. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Popped up. Spain is under it, no problem. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Robert Hughes.
Now at the plate, Robert Hughes. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. A wave and a miss.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last two guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
In now, Tom Chang, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here it comes. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. San Antonio's out in front, 12-1. Benny Beltre comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Standing in, Angel Rosales.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Not every ball's going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
Into the box, Carmen Castilla, as he grounds one briskly to short. The second for 1, on to first, a double play.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Alan Cordoba.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Alan Cordoba. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here comes the first pitch. To third. Davis is up with it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. 9th inning coming up. The Missions lead it 12-1. At the plate, Wally Lockhart starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Now batting, third baseman, Wesley Davis.
Digging in the switch hitter, Wesley Davis. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Got him as he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Standing in now, Jonathan Santiago, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
12-1 at the end of this one. The Missions scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Kevin Alvarez earns the victory on the mound. Brett Anderson couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes.
And so tonight's ball game concludes with the San Antonio Missions taking game 1 of this 4-game set. Tomorrow is game 2 as we have our morning game and Children Awareness Day. Everybody gets to come to the park for only $10. Well, as we go through this rest of this evening, as we are underway, holy cow, what a great game the San Antonio Missions had. Well, before we go off the air, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for the visiting Midland Rockhounds. 1 run on 5 hits and 1 error. For San Antonio, 12 runs on 19 hits and no errors. And they left no one on base. Tonight's winning pitcher and the winning pitcher goes to Kevin Alvarez. Alvarez takes the win and takes 14 strikeouts. Amazing. Losing pitcher goes to Brett Anderson on the Rockhounds as he had 0 strikeouts. Well, this will just about do it for minor league baseball tonight. We want to see y'all back at Oak Street Park for game 2 of this 4-game set as we continue this 8-game homestand between the Midland Rockhounds and Corpus Christi Hooks at Oak Street Park, facing off the San Antonio Missions. Well, this will just about do it for Matt Vasgersian and everybody. We'll see y'all back tomorrow morning for the 11 o'clock game, the San Antonio Missions versus the Midland Rockhounds.